There we
And we're
are.
here.
Let's go.
Hello,
Hello, hello,
All
Yeah.
right.
hello.
everybody.
Hello, everybody. All right. Well, we'll head straight into it since we got a lot of good information to pass this week. In our call, we have a lot of guests. I'll introduce them briefly, and then I'll let them introduce each of themselves and their project, and give you more information about what they're doing these days. So, for those new joining, I'm Ryan, the community manager for ARC, joined by Matt Bay from marketing and Rabo from operations.
Hmm.
Then we're joined by Jay from Messier, you from Athena, and Goldie from X Alpha. Some of you may remember Goldie from our last one as well. We're excited to have him back and hear the new stuff he's bringing. And then we'll let them give you a quick introduction here in a second. There's a lot. It's been a while since we've done one of our state of the art calls, so I wanted to just go over a few updates on things that have been happening at ARC. As probably the biggest thing that's happened recently is the Earn with ARC is now live. You can go to arc.ai/earn or helloarc.ai/earn.
Yeah, sure.
Just now, if you go to arc.ai, go to protocol, there's an earn, you can
Yeah.
find it there. It's pretty easy to
Mhm,
navigate to. We
mhm,
just pushed a new UI update for it as well. So a few new things added on there, but you can keep track of your Stark, get some estimates on there, see how
mhm,
you're doing. So make sure you're logging into that and interacting every day so you can participate in the earn program. Couple things. The B2B dashboard is coming soon. We're currently still onboarding a bunch of B2B clients, a few here, and partners, getting them onboarded and everything, getting the APIs to them. But we're going to make a dashboard, finalizing it actually. Should have that ready soon, and it's just going to make the whole process much easier. They'll be able to see everything they need. Some time with our dev team if they need assistance, anything like that. And then coming up on Monday, some more fixes for our little minor bug fixes and enhancements to Reactor should be coming out next week. And it is
mhm,
going to be, a holiday week for quite a few people, but we'll still push some updates, bug fixes, and finish the year strong. So keep an eye out on that. We'll post updates of any planned downtime if we need to upgrade
yeah.
infrastructure or
Mhm,
anything. We'll post about that. Rob
mhm,
will get that out on X, and then I'll let everybody know in Discord and Telegram. And Matt Bay here, with his background, it's called the epilepsy test. So apologies if anybody is triggered by his
mhm,
crazy
yeah.
tree. He's very, very festive this holiday
You're
season.
refreshing. Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
that's true
uh,
then. We'll push out updates next week. Yeah, so we want to make sure that Reactor is very handy for you this coming holidays.
yeah, and I think there's some mobile app updates, but just a heads up, guys. The web version will always be updated quicker because the app stuff has to go through the app approval
Yeah,
processes and everything. So
mhm,
those will
mhm,
usually come shortly after, depending on
mhm,
each app store.
mhm,
Um, so check it on web first, and then it'll come to the other ones. I think
mhm.
Rabo, you had a few
Yeah.
updates real quick, and then we'll.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. Yeah. So yeah, Earn It Arc. Yeah, it's pretty big. Actually, it's very big. Like it's now out, and like people are uh asking us in Telegram and in Discord. They're very curious about how it works, and that the start numbers for specifically. So yeah, look forward to. We were gonna be posting information about like how we posted an X article on its launch, but we'll present it more in a more easy to understand fashion. So like how it's computed, how you earn it, how you get your daily part in the start, which is sent every day. So yeah, look forward to that. We will have an FAQ. We will have summarized posts like how it's computed and what affects the number, so that you can more utilize and get on with Earn with Arc and start really earning with Earn with Arc. So the epoch is coming at the end of the month. So yeah, we'll also be posting, uh, sharing some start earning share those users who shared their start earning numbers, and also yeah, we'll also share a post like with the current how many users are now, how many wallets are already in the Earn with Arc program already. So yeah, look forward to that.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have been wanting that
Mm,
documentation and articles. So yeah,
mm,
that is all coming,
mm,
guys. You can look forward to
mm,
that here soon.
mm.
Let's see. Mm, we'll save some of that for later. All right, we'll roll through. For those that may be joining us from other projects, I'll give a quick overview of ARC now that we've given you all these updates and you're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So at ARC, we have a couple products. Our flagship product is the Reactor AI. It's a large language model, one of the top in the world on several benchmarks. And also by far one of the most energy efficient out there, using sometimes 1,000th the energy of some of the larger models that you hear all the time in the news. On top of that, with that still under development, is a new product called KeyGuard, our homomorphic encryption. And this is kind of a plug and play system that's going to allow any model to you just plug it in, it'll end-to-end encryption. So businesses can use it for proprietary data with no chance of it leaking. Like if you try to use some other large language model right now and you're giving it proprietary information, it knows everything you're telling it and it's recording it. So all of the information that you may not want or is sensitive, you don't want it out there, it can be scraped by these LLMs and then used when somebody else starts to ask. It can use that information, right? So we're working on that encryption as well. And then we have protocol that we mentioned earlier about our Earn program, which is your Web3 DeFi kind of functionality, swaps, AI audits, portfolio management, those kinds of things. The links are all in our link tree on our X. Feel free to navigate to arc.ai. And you can get to either place you need to go, whether you want to go to Reactor or Protocol, whatever you're looking for. And if you have any business inquiries, you can submit your information there, and we'll be more than happy to follow up with you, see how we can help you or your project out, both end user and B2B applications on both of those. So with that, I'm sure everybody's here to hear from a bunch of our partners. We're going to roll in first. We have Rob. I appreciate you dropping those links to Telegram for everybody. We have Jay from Messier. I hope I'm saying that right. I always used to call him Messier, but my child is messier than my other child. But Messier. So we got Jay here. I'm going to let him give you guys a quick introduction of himself, his project, and what they're all about.
Hey guys, yeah, thanks for having us on. Yeah, I'm Jay, here as a spokesperson for the Messier ecosystem, M87. I got there's gonna be a little bit of a big data dump here, information dump, because we got a lot of stuff going on. Just to give a brief overview of things. So basically what Messier is doing is developing a comprehensive utility ecosystem centered around our DAO. The ecosystem integrates advanced AI solutions with a variety of decentralized products and services. It's designed to generate revenue for future investments, as well as provide staking awards and initiate buybacks and burns once the threshold of 87 ETH in the treasury is reached. So the main flagship part of it is our Virgo DAO, which is a decentralized autonomous organization, as you know. It collects utility fees from all the dApps within the Messier ecosystem. This DAO is governed by the M87 stakers, utilizing smart contracts for fund management, token investments, and reward distributions. So the top 87 stakers, which they're the ones who initiate the potential investment proposals, we call them our Poway members, and then the rest of the stakers, our holders, are allowed to vote on whether or not they want to approve that proposal. And they would also, as part of the reward of holding and staking, they earn a share of 12.13% of the distribution rewards for each of the successful DAO investments. In addition to that, we have our Messier object NFTs, which are art representations of the 110 celestial objects cataloged by Charles Messier, the French astronomer. Owning one of these just allows you to share in the not only to share in the 12.13 distribution reward from the successful investments, but it has a separate reward pool, which is a 0.87% from the which is garnered as a reward for successful investments. Our utility dApps, we have one is OpenHatch, which is it simplifies the P2P and B2B payments for services and goods via Web3 or Telegram. So you can set up a hatch with specified terms in our secured escrow wallet and only can release the funds once you're fully satisfied, as back and forth between a secure system between two anonymous organizations. We also have dApp for Horizon, which is a ZK Snark anonymization service, which enables you to transfer your tokens untraceably from wallet A to wallet B. This ensures anonymity while upholding the compliance, security, and validation by the leading auditor, Bayesian. Next, we've got our AI GPU nodes, which is a lend and rent platform, which enables server owners to generate passive income by listing and renting their unused GPU power. The platform's AI algorithm aggregates and matches available GPU resources with consumer demand. So it creates a decentralized managed GPU marketplace, which is powered by our Messier's AI technology. We also have another dApp called Ad Astra, which is a point of sale solution offering an all-in-one payment app for cryptocurrency transactions, anonymous cross-chain swaps, NFTs, bank transfers, billing, payment requests, both virtual and physical crypto cards as well. So you can check that out if you want on the Apple Play Store and iOS. You can download it and apply for your free crypto debit card today if you'd like. And the most recent thing that we've released is our P2P exchange, which allows you to unlock the benefit of P2P swaps using our game-changing P2P experience. So basically, you don't have to worry about MEV risks, token taxes, slippage, and hidden costs. The Messier P2P exchange allows you to keep more tokens by removing these barriers, allowing you to buy or create P2P swap orders at competitive prices. In addition to that, we also have a Telegram extension bot for that, so it makes it quicker and easier. That's kind of a lot of stuff together, but yeah, the ecosystem is pretty big. It's governed by the DAO, and then that's kind of how it is.
I heard P2P in there.
Yeah. The P2P.
We've had a bunch of our partners put their P2P swaps on the platform, and it seems to be going really good. It works really well.
Yeah, we've used quite a few of those, and they sell out nearly instantly.
Yeah, very quick.
Yeah. Robo has to keep up with it. Get more on there.
Well, it's really cool. The P2P thing is awesome because we have the marketplace and it shows like a little badges, right? If the market value is good. So if you guys put a P2P like a pool on there, and then for whatever reason, if the token dips or something, you can, or it raises or if it pumps, you can buy the token on the P2P exchange for like potentially less than the market value, which is great.
Yeah, and without it doesn't really apply for us, but the tax tokens without tax, if you're a larger order, the not getting sandwiched by Jared from Subway.
Absolutely.
Classic Jared. Okay, so you talked about quite a few things: DeFi, AI-powered GPU renting, crypto payments with Ad Astra. How do these parts all fit together for a unique and simplified user experience? And how do you see the approach you guys are taking speeding up global crypto adoption?
Yeah, so like the adoption in our ecosystem has got multiple sides. Like we mentioned a few services, but we have our latest dApps all share the similar design, and we're going to keep integrating each with each other over time. So on top of the regular things I had mentioned before, we offer user-friendly platforms like the Telegram bots. That seems to be like a big thing in the recent, like this year, where everyone's gone to the Telegram bots have been available to do like swaps and things like that. I also have it available for Horizon and OpenHatch as well. So these tools make it easy for users to interact while we keep improving the Web3 experience with the new features, right? So as global crypto adoption is like a slow roll thing, but we can see inevitably every cycle we're getting more and more people on, and then the people who are leaving are less and less. So just we're trying to make it as easy as possible and as accessible as possible, right? So I think that's where we're trying to go a long way to make things run. Just as an example for our P2P thing, like the platform, it works as you look at it. It's very simple. It's got color coded badges. If it's green, it's great. If it's orange, it's regular. If it's red, it's like below market value.
Green only around here.
Green only around here.
It's very easy to use. Like I can attest to that, easy to use, because I was the one who set up the liquidity pool.
Yeah, that was
Easy.
part of our last UI update as well, trying to make things as easy as possible. And as you make things seamless for a lot of Web2 users that may be coming new to crypto, and it seems like this, with all the pro crypto environment out there, legislature coming, Ripple winning their lawsuit, the ETFs, there seems to be a lot more retail joining that would kind of have been sitting on the sidelines. So it feels like the easier you make things, the more likely these new users are to first come to crypto and then also stay in crypto. So kind of one of our driving forces as well. So it's nice that we're all on the same page. If you can make it super easy and super secure, that's another huge point.
I mean, I got into this in like 2021 ish, and like when the first kind of thing, I was coming from retail over to here, and coming into it, like I have not a very large or like technical background at all, and it was it's definitely a learning curve to get into it, but then now, like compared to 3 years ago, it's so much easier, and the adoption has become easier. And now when I talk to people about things, I'm like, oh, hey, you can go check out this P2P swap thing, or you can go check out this Ad Astra thing. You can get like a crypto debit card. And before, like 3 years ago, that was like unheard of, really.
Yeah, you talk about that, and then everybody's like, look at this weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did have another question about you mentioned where the top stakers, they propose ideas and everyone else gets to vote. Can you explain how that setup ensures fair decision making, and what steps you guys take to prevent maybe one group from having too much influence?
Right, yeah. So the voting doesn't really depend on how many tokens someone holds, except for like the top 87 stakers. They're the only ones who are able to like discuss new proposals. And however, like they can't just put forth proposals for voting. The proposal can only go through live if at least 7 other members of the top 87 all agree to put forth the proposal. So right there's like one step that like not one person is going to be able to hold it, because I think the minimum requirement for a Poway now is 500 million tokens, which is a significant source. Like it's a significant amount of like income, right? Like it's $20,000+ or something like that. It's fairly large. So that right there stops it. After the proposal goes live, the rest of the holders have a chance to vote on it. So it doesn't matter how many tokens you hold, as long as you're staking them, you have an equal right to vote as anybody else. And the person, like the Poway member who put forth the proposal, isn't allowed to vote on it. So there's the thing where it's like, it doesn't matter if you have 2 billion tokens or 3 tokens, your vote counts just the same. So no single person can create and push a proposal just because they hold a lot of tokens. This is what we're using to keep the setup process fair and balanced.
Nice. And then, since we're here on an AI Alliance call, would like to hear straight from you, each project. How does the AI Alliance and our partnerships with ARC, as well as our other members, benefit your project? How are you guys using everything so far? What are you looking forward to in the future?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is the first time we've been on this. I guess it's their second one, but it's the first time we've kind of been on it. So it's still kind of new to us. Like the AI GPU stuff that we use, like that's like the AI aspect of what SEA is offering currently. It's also a fairly new thing that we've developed and put out in the past like 2-3 months. So that being said, we see ARC getting value from our partnership through the P2P swaps. Your token listing has been a big success. The community buys and sells, as you guys had mentioned. But it also benefits us in the terms of because all of our dApps we earn, or sorry, not all of our dApps, but we earn fees on the dApps. So like for the P2P swap example, we earn a 1% fee on every swap that's made. So through that, we garner fees towards the Virgo DAO treasury. Same with like the AI GPU renting platform and OpenHatch, Ad Astra, et cetera, et cetera. The main part for like the AI going forward is we are looking to like adopt into more as AI like becomes more prevalent. Not that it's not like a hot button issue right now, but like
it's pretty crazy right now.
yeah. But my personal like perspective on it is that we're still very much in the infancy of what is capable of and how to integrate it into like day-to-day life, especially like right now we're doing a lot of like large language learning models like you guys are. You're seeing it integrated into crypto and stuff like this, but the futures ideally will be having AI to answer questions in terms of suggestions and in terms of like dedicated things specific to what you're trying to do, where it's seamlessly integrated, right? Where you're not going to have to be like, oh, we're going to put a bot on here and we're going to ask it questions. It'll be more like integrated into, if you're going to go, use the P2P swap thing, there would be like an AI aspect to it, perhaps, that would say, hey, like, there's a good market swap here that's looking good for you. Maybe you would get a notification for it or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, similar to like what we've got going with our protocol, and where if you go to swap a token, it's automatically going to be pulling up information on it without you having to ask a question. And we're rolling out even more stuff with that. I really feel like the biggest thing that's about to come and be needed in the entire space is going to be the encryption and security aspect of everything, because already you can look up so much stuff about anybody online, and find all kinds of information from companies that maybe they don't want public. So we're really looking forward to
agree with you. Yeah, like
as
even in my country, we're seeing a lot of the healthcare system start in the infancy of AI taking medical doctor's visits and stuff and integrating that into their own specific AI thing so that they can better help diagnose things. And I'm like, that's a huge security thing.
If people HIPAA violations in the US, huge HIPAA violations with stuff like that. Yeah, and that's one of the things. But it's going to be the exponential age. You hear everything is going to change so rapidly. It's a couple years, the world's not even going to look the same. But that's like a whole 10-hour call on a different time. But they'll appreciate it, Jay. A lot of really good information. And if you wouldn't mind, you can drop your links under our broadcast on X, or have your intern do it. However you want to do it. Make sure we'll get links for everybody so they can easily navigate to all your official channels and everything.
Absolutely. You can find our stuff on just like Messier, MESSIER.app, and it'll have the whole list of everything on there. So, and you can also find us on X, Messier M87. So
perfect.
For sure.
All right, hang around. We may have some more questions come up too. And next we have we got you from Project Athena. Go ahead and take it away. You guys may know him as Echo, but go ahead and take it away. Give us a quick rundown of your project and what you guys are all about.
Yeah, definitely. Hi, everybody. My name is Yu, or you might know me as Echo. Thank you to the ARC team for having us, first of all. Thank you, Ryan, Robinson, Matt Bay. So yeah, so at Project Athena, our kind of core mission is simply to just bring clarity, security, and reliability to the token ecosystem. I'm sure, as we all know, within the crypto Web3 space, there's all of these scams, rug pulls, vaporware, etc. So our core focus is really to provide a suite of tools for the user to be able to kind of identify these legitimate projects and these kind of hidden gems, upon the, expansive crypto universe. So yeah, like I mentioned, we have tools to kind of help both end users as well as our partnering projects accomplish this mission. So some examples of the end user tools that are either already released or are in development, soon to be released. We have Athena Alerts, which is a Telegram bot where you're able to receive alerts on token generation events, DEX listings and liquidity lock events. We have customizable filters and risk levels so that users can determine their own risk appetite in terms of what they want a leg up on to kind of look further into as soon as that event launches, and then they kind of have that competitive advantage in terms of time to do further due diligence and stuff like that. We are also soon to be releasing Athena Hub, which is our all-in-one dashboard for tracking token metrics and all on-chain data. Think of this as your kind of one place to view everything as far as it relates to on-chain data. And associated with that, we are also implementing a AI researcher agent to kind of help the user facilitate that due diligence check as well as the research on promising projects. In addition to that, we also have Athena Atlas, which is a sophisticated wallet visualizer mapping token movements as well as the key wallets associated with those key figures. And just released yesterday, actually, we've launched our Athena AI Smart Contract Auditor. So here we're able to leverage our advanced Athena AI to instantly grab insights into those smart contract vulnerabilities that we all know and love, such as honeypots, backdoors, etc. So those are just our end user tools. And then on our business to business side, we offer Athena Secure. Athena Secure is a AI-driven autonomous Telegram security bot. It leverages AI to read into the context behind the messages to determine, if a message is spam or if it's on the more malicious side, if it's trying to scam users. And it's also scanning user profiles to make sure that no one's kind of, attempting to impersonate an admin, trying to get users to do something under the guise of them being an admin. So here we're also using machine learning and LLMs to maximize that detection accuracy. And then the great thing about this solution is that all malicious actors, again, those users sending scam links or, trying to pretend to be, Ryan, trying to get them to send funds over, all of these malicious users are actually added onto a global blacklist. So if someone is, doing something bad in ARC, they get added onto that global blacklist. They're not able to join, or they'll be immediately banned, once they join into any other Telegram group that's protected by Athena Secure. So with that, we've already been partnered at ARC for a while now. We've been integrated. We've been hearing great feedback. And yeah, it's been smooth operations over there. And we've also recently partnered with Tracker AI and Chain for Energy. And yeah, just as we, continue to implement and adopt new partners into the partner network, that global blacklist gets stronger and stronger. And then the ultimate goal here is to just kind of protect all project communities.
Yeah, we've had pretty good success with it, as you've mentioned, been using it for a bit now, and it's you go through the Telegram history, and you can just see all the people it's swatted down. Not only people coming in trying to post spam links or anything like that, you'll see those immediately gone and then banned. But as you kind of touched on there, if somebody tries to come in as one username and then switch their username to one of ours and try to DM somebody, it gets them and they're just gone as well. It's probably saved quite a few people already, and it just saves me and our other mods a bunch of hassle having to constantly be chasing these down. And it goes back to the problem where as crypto becomes bigger and bigger, there's just more value for scammers and impersonators to come in, and just any bad actors really to come in and attempt to exploit whatever they can out of anybody. And if we continue to see this massive onboarding of new users, the tools that you have specifically in these cases, Athena, do very well to protect these new users that may not know about all these impersonators or scam, ticket servers or anything like this. So it does a lot to help all these new users come in, which is good, because we need the new users to stay and not be taken advantage of, and then go back to thinking, crypto's a scam, blah blah blah, and all that stuff we've heard for a decade now, a little over a decade. I've been hearing that stuff. So, but don't worry, I got
hard.
everybody smells like I was right about Bitcoin candle this year for Christmas. So
Used to be a hard topic to talk about, but yeah.
I used to
Get them
show up at Thanksgiving and not talk about it, or Christmas and not talk about it. Now, everybody's like, oh, what's happening with Bitcoin these days and everything. But so Echo, for the Athena Secure, as you talked about, it not only fights the spam messages, but malicious messages and users. How does your technology stay ahead? I know you kind of touched on this, but if you want to go just a bit more, how do you stay ahead of these malicious users, and how do you give users the confidence to interact safely just all throughout Web3?
Yeah, definitely. As you mentioned, we're seeing kind of this advancement in terms of new users joining the space. So that's definitely one of our top priorities, especially as kind of, our tools are kind of, I wouldn't say more suited to, but they do help out new users a lot. So we ourselves are kind of combating this process internally within our own Telegram channel. So that's kind of why we developed the solution. But to answer your question, so one way that we kind of, help new users, or any user really, gain confidence in the Web3 space is, again, as mentioned earlier, the first way is through detecting those impersonation attacks. So Athena Secure, it routinely scans profiles to make sure that no one is impersonating any admins, and then by using AI to determine how close a user's profile is to matching an admin, and then if there is a match, then that user ID gets blocked and then added to the blacklist. So essentially, that malicious actor's entire Telegram profile is now blocked throughout our partner network. In addition to that, of course, blatant scam messages are also caught with our AI, and those users are also added to the blacklist. But we're taking this one step further. We're also developing a URL sniffer. And what that will do is it kind of analyzes the data / common scam indicators behind any of the posted URLs. And then if this specific URL has a wallet connection feature, it'll also simulate a wallet transaction. And then both of these in conjunction will kind of help us take this one step further, and then block and ban those users sending malicious links, and then overall protect the space better. But to answer it more broadly, we're able to kind of block malicious users from getting their message out, and then the community members in the end, they will be ensured that what they're seeing is legitimate. And actually, the bot is actually so quick that most people won't even realize that there was a spam message or scam message to begin with. So that's really kind of how we're cutting down on those avenues of attack against those new users. And then one problem that we also address is if somebody is messaging in a direct message where the Athena Secure bot, which sits inside the Telegram channel, where they can't directly analyze that message, we do offer commands within both the website and through a private messaging the bot itself to kind of verify if, hey, is this tweet coming from the official ARC Twitter account, for example. I want to check this person's username on Telegram. Is this like the official ARC administrator? So there's different levels here that we're kind of protecting these users, both within the chat as well as if it ever gets the DMs.
Yeah, that last point you just mentioned about checking and verifying if somebody is an official mod for, let's say, ARC, for example, you will see it every now and then. There's the command you could call, just like he mentioned, to find the list of all the moderators, admin, and just all the team members at ARC, so you can verify. And please verify if anybody ever DMs you. It's probably not us, so always verify. It's very important. But yeah, you're probably already seeing it. I do catch every once in a while for like a millisecond. I'll see the message show up, and then they're gone. And then I go check, and you'll have like banned like 8 people. I'm like, oh, it's getting crazy. But it's very fast, very, very fast, and which is good, because the longer it sits up there, the higher likelihood it is that somebody accidentally clicks it and navigates where they definitely should not. So
to be faster than them.
Yeah, it's very important there. And then I got one more question. So you mentioned Athena using AI and analytics to show some token data, supply flows, and across multiple blockchains. As you expand beyond just Ethereum, how do you plan to keep your data quality high, and what new ways will users benefit from multi-chain?
Yeah, so right now our tools, and by tools I mean the end user side, of course, the B2B side is just applicable in any Telegram group. But as far as our end user tools, they only apply to Ethereum for now. And our next expansion is going to be into Base and Binance Smart Chain. So kind of how we're accommodating this is that we've been carefully building out the data pipelines and backend services and everything technical to not only handle data at scale, but it's being developed in a way where the code is reusable and it's able to accommodate most blockchains as is. So from our point of view right now, we're ingesting, processing, storing, and analyzing the same form of data for Ethereum as it would be across most, if not all, chains. So this is kind of why we haven't really rushed to expand or release our flagship products, because we want to build our products at scale and minimize tech debt. So we're planning and architecting the system carefully in a way where, once we have everything, fully locked down, we're able to scale at scale, or rapidly rather. So that's kind of where we're at right now in terms of expansion. But the benefit for users once we do go multi-chain is it's going to give users an all-in-one experience where they're able to kind of, again, just go to one space and kind of see all that data, instead of having to go to, multiple links, multiple websites, as I'm sure we all do. And then the reason why we're talking this is because one of the core issues in the space is user adoption, especially for those new users that we've been mentioning. And then what we've noticed is that the user adoption is lacking just because, there's a huge gap when it comes to that user experience. So we really want to provide a solution where users can do everything they need to do in terms of, whether it's researching a new project or an existing project, or just looking at kind of those token metrics and on-chain data. We want them to have, one singular place with a suite of tools to be able to do that, and ultimately to be able to do that for any chain, just not just Ethereum.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got one more question real quick, but before I get to that, anybody watching, if you have any questions for any of the projects, Messier, Athena, or X Alpha that we've yet to hear from, but they'll be coming up here in just a second. If you have any questions, you can ask them on the stream on YouTube Live, ask them in a post under our X broadcast, or there's an AMA questions channel within our Discord. If you're in our Discord, you can ask there. Bravo and me will be keeping an eye out. If we see any questions, we'll be sure to ask them. But if you guys have any that come up that maybe we didn't answer, or whatever any of the projects is talking about, if it leads you to a question and you want to ask some deeper follow-ups or get some more specifics or anything, please feel free to ask. We're doing this so you guys can get all the information that you guys want.
Yeah.
One more for you ask Matt Bay, right? Just whatever you guys want to ask Matt Bay, get it ready. He's ready.
Yeah, sure. And also, guys, I'm keeping an eye on the Telegram chat, so you can send over the questions there as well.
Perfect. Yeah. See, it kind of helps when there's multiple of us helping out, as opposed to just me trying to, and me and Rabo trying to keep up with all of them. We may miss something, but we're trying to keep everything. Yeah.
I was
covered.
I was watching the first one, and I was just really, I want to be there, right?
Yeah. You abandoned us. Bravo was on vacation.
Sorry about that.
The last one.
Sorry about. Yeah.
He's never allowed to take vacation again, by the way. Never again. Not a single day off. We fall apart without him. For one final question here for Athena, and then we'll roll into X Alpha. Goldie, get ready. So, Echo, we've actually, for those who aren't aware, Project Athena and ARC have actually been working together for a good amount of time now. We've been integrating their stuff, and it's worked fantastic. I'm curious to hear from you so far about integrating with the Reactor APIs. I can't remember if you were working with Eris or Nicole, how that's been going. And when do you think the rest of your security solutions and Reactor integrations will be available publicly?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So integration has been great and smooth. Reactor is a great product. So, and the support from the ARC team has been tremendous. So it's been very, very simple. It's been a great experience for us. Yeah, like you mentioned, we've been working closely with ARC and ARC's development team to just ensure that those standards are met for our personal use case. And while we're providing valuable feedback back to ARC for Reactor's API. So in terms of future looking, we're looking to use Reactor MK2 as the base model to kind of fine tune our smart contract auditing data sets, which was released yesterday. And we're looking to compare it with our current version of audits. And we're just currently very interested in seeing how it kind of compares to the current iteration of Athena AI in terms of accuracy, knowledge, and efficiency. So kind of doing some like comparisons there, and yeah, looking to fully integrate it in the future.
Yeah, and I keep mentioning it, but that encryption when it comes, I think is going to be a massive game changer just for everybody in any projects. Because I mean, like even now, any project, right? If you go out and you have to host your code somewhere, or you have to host all of your backend somewhere, right? Is it whenever you try to use AI to access this information, you're having to trust somebody, right? And we all know what happens when you trust the wrong person in crypto, and then you're done. You get taken advantage of. Your information gets leaked. Somebody takes all of your stuff, copies it, deploys a clone, right? A fake website trying to scrape all your users and their funds and everything. It's a disaster. So really looking forward to the encryption when it comes, and just being able to help any company, whatever AI they're using, to end-to-end encrypt all of their data and be able to interact with an AI without giving up all your proprietary information. That's going to be big going forward. And as soon as we get that, we'll get you on board with that too. Let's try that out. But we do appreciate all your feedback. Everybody we're working with, as we fine tune everything for, as he just mentioned, the individual use cases and making everything work for them, which leads me to a question I'll get on later, but super excited for it. We appreciate you helping out with our dev team, sharing information back and forth, giving us the feedback to make the model even better and the onboarding experience even better. So thank you for all of that help. And then last, definitely not least, we've got Goldie from X Alpha. If you want to take it away, Goldie, go ahead with the introduction for everybody.
Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing? So, thanks for having me here, Ryan, and the entire ARC team, and happy to be together with Athena and Messier team. So, I'm a big fan of sharing my screen because it's very personal and interactive when you look at the product in action. So, first of all, a quick mic check. Am I audible? Is my screen visible? Everything is good?
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Okay,
Yes,
excellent.
I can hear you.
So
Following
what
this
is
chart.
X Alpha? So what is X Alpha? So X Alpha is a very, 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 very simple product where we have just one simple vision that information should be very accessible, um, super fast. There should be enough information for everyone to be onboarded easily, to have a very smooth educational experience, and they should not get like lost in a sea of information and get scared of this crypto world. So that's basically our purpose, like onboarding and education. So for example, here you see income sharks. You scroll your Twitter and you want to know, like, okay, what exactly is this Excel or what exactly is this, what is mentioned in this tweet. So what we have built is a very special, simple product which basically scans your Twitter. So any new user who is coming, whenever you have this extension ready, which you can simply go and download from Chrome Store, it has 8,000 users and 4.9 rating. You simply get like a AI powered, analysis immediately in the form of a button where you click here and you see like, okay, who is the person who has tweeted about it? What is the token which has been mentioned? So we marry on-chain and X data and bring a lot of intelligent insights, like how is the community, who are the people involved. You can also look at some, like AI driven, like summarizations. This is where we aim to use Arc in future. We'll talk about it. So in a nutshell, we are a company focused on onboarding and education, and with that purpose we want to simplify, analyze data in a way that it also helps you take intelligent decisions. So one product which you see here is our extension. Second product which you see here is our X Alpha web app. We call it X Screener. Just like you have Deck Screener, our purpose is to build a product called X Screener. So what happens is you're lost in Twitter all the time. Like there's so much happening. There's so much happening. So if you have to answer simple questions, let's say which new pairs today, as you can see, age less than 1 day, with greater than 50K market cap, has the most strongest community today. It's so simple. We scan million tweets every day. It's very expensive because Twitter is expensive to fetch that information. And here you don't have to go to Twitter anymore. You just got a summary that, okay, among all the tokens which happened today, these are the tokens where the most amount of excitement when it comes to new tokens was found. So we summarize Twitter for you immediately right away. And once you go inside these, let's say, dashboards, you can also see a lot of interesting information. But because we have Messier and Project Athena friends here on board, I would like to take their example and show, like, okay, so once you open their chart, you can see that, okay, who are the people tweeting about it. So as you can see today, Arc Reactor tweeted about it. So here you have this logo at 450K market cap. Arc Reactor tweeted about it. Or if you want to see, like, there's a person called Easy Money tweeted about it. So you have it here, like in this entire dashboard, and you can filter them. And you can see like who was the early first post, the latest post, and all these things. And it's not just that, these are just mapped here. You can immediately go to their tweets and see like, okay, oh, wow, really, 2 months ago or 20 days ago, someone tweeted about it. Let's take an example of Messier. For example, this is the way we give you data of 45 days. So you don't see a lot. If for that you have to pay, it's a paid subscription. But in a way, what we are doing is we are helping you consume information in a very efficient way. You don't want to go and, so for example, income sharks really love Messier, for example. So here you can see, like, he was tweeting about it from 4 million market cap. Of course, the moment he started coming, look at the volume. He has been continuously pushing the volume on this token. And you can take incredible examples. The volume was so low, and then since he came up, the volume has been like, continuously increasing. So you can see the impact of all these KOLs. Who are they? Where are they? And who? And then if you want to spend money, like, okay, who do you want to onboard? Who are the people who actually brought this growth in some protocols or some tokens, which were actually, it's also a factor of Bitcoin going up and down. But in terms of education and onboarding, it's for everyone, for a new user, for a project owner, like, me, our Reactor team, Athena team, and Messier team. We all need this data. So that's what is Excel for all about. Like, we help you consume information in such a way that you can save time, save money, make better decisions, have better education, protect yourself from scams, and a lot more and a lot more. So this was the opening round. Let's say it was quite exciting for me personally when I look at this data and I show like, okay, wow, what is happening in this market. So even I would, if you see, for example, our Reactor team. Let me filter it here. It's a fact, like, our Reactor had been tweeting about Messier for a while. It's been a long-term relationship with Messier. And you can see that Messier DAO did this a month ago, November 18th, today's 20th. So exactly a month ago, you guys were starting your relationship in terms of, let's say, Messier reaching out and talking about,
I
okay.
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
so
That's nice.
Yeah, it's really
this
cool.
product, and I haven't even started yet, So we are going to offer you guys a enterprise layer, which would look like this. So This is your enterprise layer, for example. Here we list only few projects where we give you guys crazy amount of analytics. Let's take an example of Messier. So you can see that, okay, Income Sharks tweeted. So this is now your lifetime data. For this, we ask for 0.1% token supply of X alpha. Then only you get this access. But for our partners, we would keep it open. So here you see like, okay, Income Sharks tweeted 64 times. First time he tweeted, the market cap was 5.5 million. He has been tweeting for 355 days. Incredible, hey? Like, you want to know who are the KOLs you are spending on. Like, if let's say you onboarded someone, like here I take example of Overdose. He tweeted only 28 days from 3.1 to 7. I don't know what happened in the back door, like, what were the conversations which happened, but he only tweeted twice and fine, like, it moved on. So it was just like maybe one or two times relationship. But here, then you see like Caesar has been tweeting for the last 3 months, 4 months. So this kind of data, this is what you need to efficiently manage. So for example, Robinson is a social media manager for ARC. You need this data because you don't
Yeah.
want to be like scrolling, what is happening with a particular KOL or particular project and ABC things. So that's where, and this is not yet live. This is why, I mean, this is our gift for, you know, our community and people in 2020. We haven't even started marketing. No one has seen it yet. But I'm like, I wanted to make
Oh,
this
they're seeing it
conversation.
now.
Yeah, they're seeing
They're
it
seeing it
now.
now. Yeah. They're seeing it now live with
Mhm,
some examples.
mhm,
So you see that
mhm.
how crazy, and I have spent personally, we are a team of 15 people. We have spent more than $1 million on this to build this in last 2 years. And now it has come final in a way that we are able to show you like anything you want to see when it comes to X data. So this is like the limited version. This is like the research portal. This is where we do enterprise. We have accounts, we have narratives, we have alerts, we have so much. We have so much to offer. And then comes the AI layer. We will talk about it. But now I would calm down a bit and I would let you guys again shoot some questions so we can take it in the right direction. Over to you, Ryan.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
I should point out while he is demoing this enterprise solution, as he mentioned earlier with the extension on Chrome, also in Telegram, you can get as an end user, you can get it as well. It's not only enterprise solutions, but it's very
free. Yeah.
powerful retail tools as well. And you were just mentioning on one of those tabs about finding emerging crypto trends early. I think you were searching, you had less than 1 day old. How do you leverage AI to do it so far ahead of the crowd, and how do you keep it accurate as the market is constantly evolving?
Okay. So very simple approach is the best um the biggest problem which we have right now as let's say builders is like building correlation between off-chain data and on-chain data, and there you need a lot of rules, algorithms, and different kind of ways like to find the context if this is truly the right context for a particular specific subject. That's where simple rule based algorithms to AI, LLM models give you that, possibility to find like the best context, because human mind can read something and say, okay, if someone is saying ARC, then you have 20 ARC, which ARC? That's where you need all these rule based algorithms along with, contextual LLM prompts and all these things to make the best correlation. So that's one. Second, every tweet which you read has a sentiment. You need to know the context. So that's where we use AI in terms of finding the right sentiment. Third is every tweet gives you some actionable insight. If you are a human, you read like, okay, um, let's say Uniswap, or let's say Elon Musk just right now tweeted about, or Income Sharks tweeted about something, a new token for the first time, you know? So, or let's take a better example. So let's say a project like Athena or Messier, they launched like, okay, we got, they just tweeted that we got funded $100 million by some, VC or someone. And this news, once it starts circulating, it brings a lot of excitement. Or Messier says like, okay, in 1 month from now, we would be launching something. So finding events, for example, there is some event which is going to happen in future and information is really bullish right now. All these kind of things give birth to truly actionable investments, actionable insights which can drive really profitable investments. So that's where we use LLMs, and we have our product coming, which is called, X signals, where you would see like only filtered, really bullish news in front of you, and where you can like with one click, here we have a trade button, as you can see. Within one click, you can simply trade it. And you can trade not just in centralized exchanges. We have integrated all the sexes and also the dexes like banana guns and uniswaps and everything. So you can simply in one click trade it. So we use AI to find the right context, find the sentiment, map it to the best possible token we can. And that's how we use AI right now. Now, how to make profitable decisions? All this data, once analyzed, is presented to you in the form of filterable dashboards. For example, me as a degen, let's say I want to invest only in new tokens. For me, it's important that I sort them by, okay, age. Let's say, 6 minutes ago, something came up. I would be curious to see like, okay, what is this template? Why? Because it just had 20, it just popped up 30 minutes ago. It has 22 sudden, tweets in the market and two from big accounts. So for me, this becomes interesting. I would love to look at it. Or let's say I would just keep scrolling and see like, okay, SNAI. You won't believe, guys. I'm not kidding. I saw SNAI truly when it was having 20, things, 20 tweets. It was at 400K. I was I was literally buying it in Bullex. And right now, look at this. It's 4.6 million. I was just preparing for this AMA and I did not trade it. I would be honest, I did not trade it, but I would have bought it because I recently. So this is the way I'm making money right now. Like I am truly my decisions or my because we have to save time. We are builders. We need these kind of information where we can just go and see like, okay, what is happening, and if something is it's not necessarily just let's say count of tweets. You have to do some due diligence. You have to do some due diligence. So I go to Dex Screener. I check like if they have some, Twitter, Telegram information. But in Bullex, because in Pump.fun you directly get these socials. I could see their socials, and I saw that yeah, this is a good one where you can gamble at least for 5x, 10x. And Solana is like a gambling, place. So that's how you can now, according to your strategy, filter things. Another approach, for example, I am a person who likes to trade the current meta, which is AI agents. No problem. You have all these narratives. Simply go there, filter narratives for market cap. You want to trade specific market cap, fine, we have it for you. So as you can see, like, today, yes, no error popped up as like the trending AI agent. And it is helping people make money. If you want to see which are the tokens according to mindshare, in terms of AI agents as a meta, you can see this. Okay, YNE is having the most amount of mindshare compared to the others, even the prominent ones. So this way we help people truly take better, smarter decisions. And this is the work of last 2.5, 3 years. In last 2 years, we have really went all in. First 1 year, we were really learning a lot. And now in last 1 year, we have been able to present a product which you can consume while you are scrolling Twitter. You can consume while you are on your desktop. You have while you are on your Telegram. You have all the possible ways to make or to be updated of what is happening in Twitter. Look how easy it is. CPAL, CRX, EVA, APES, M87, APES. What is APE Screener? EVA, what is EVA? If this is not the best EVA, then you just click search and it tells you like more and more EVAs, CRX, Cerebro, whatever. Like if you are not satisfied, okay, there's only one. So and we also filter to give you the best pairs here. Here in our algorithm, you might be thinking like, okay, there could be 100 of YNEs or LSBs. No problem. We have this toggle for you. You see how much noise we filtered just by making this button. Why? Because we just look at like how many tokens with the same name have come popped up. There's so much
Yeah.
brain going behind this product.
Yeah.
This is game changer for me. And this is what is going to bring simplification. Social validation is the way you protect your users, protect our industry, protect our community. And that's what we are trying to build.
Nice. Very in depth. I think you accidentally partially answered the next question about filtering out all the noise to highlight not only the most prominent projects or tokens that are launching, but also how do you filter the noise and highlight the truly influential people? Like, when Income posts about something, it generates a lot of traction. How does your platform differentiate between the real key accounts versus the account that may be completely botted and not really generate any legitimate traction when they post?
I got answer for everything because that's really exciting a problem statement. So right now what you see here is just 5% of the product, which is already a very exciting part to engage with. But here you would see X accounts and narratives. So, but what you question right now is on now the accounts analytics. What is happening? Who are these people? So let me go back to like, for example, Messier. You have couple of KPIs, or let me go back and take example of our research portal, because that's where you can see like what KPIs give birth to, the score of an account, which is called X alpha score, which you would see within next maybe a week or two even. So some people help you make money. Excellent. Whenever you would see Income Sharks, for at least he's a very smart man. Trust me, he's one of the smartest guy I have had a chat with. He never asks you for paid, deals, at least to me. I mean, I love him for his ethics. He's very honest, critical, but it reflects on his data. Why? You see, he really gets into place where there is good potential. He knows his drill. Then if he commits, he truly commits. His views, like his average views are 23K for every tweet he has done for among all the tweets, 64 tweets he has done for Messier. And then overall views are 2 million. Like this is a great number, like 2 million impressions for this. So, and then conviction time. So if someone is someone really loyal to something, or they're just doing it like one time, two times. So for all these guys who are big guys, and who have tweeted once or twice, I would stay away from them. Why? Because like this guy, Satoshi Flipper. Sorry, Satoshi, if you hate me, but I don't give a. I mean, I don't. I pardon my French, but I would not deal with him. Why? It's just a paid post once, twice. And we have all this data to give you like really strong X alpha score. So some people have different way of engaging. Some people have, a different way of trading or different way of spotting alpha. So their profitability, their commitment, their ethics, all these things come together to give you a score. And that's what you can filter in X accounts. And you say like, okay, this is your need that you want to increase your followers. What we would present is we would give you some list of accounts which you can really interact with or engage with or onboard them to achieve that goal. You want to bring volume? Fine. We would give you those people who really, for a specific asset class also, because it's not necessarily that someone can bring crazy amount of returns on an asset which is, let's say, 50 million market cap. Taking something from 50 million to 500 million is 10x only, but it's still a lot of work. So there would be some volume factor coming in. But right now, as I said, the moment you see some accounts, like suddenly here the volume started popping up. So what we need to do is we need to see who were the people who were actually here bringing things together. So CryptoViz, I can see, was onboarded quite in the right time for Messier. And you can see that from the data also. So Viz has volume, for example. You can look at it from this data. Then a lot of things can give birth to an X alpha score. But what comes next is you go to this X accounts, you would be able to filter things like I was able to filter, projects and things according to different KPIs. That's one. Right now, if you want to see just a glimpse of this, we have, it's not really functional because we haven't worked on extension. Since last 3 months, we went all in on our X screener. So here you can see like, okay, tell me accounts which are less than 3 months, who have follower count greater than 5K, or who are tweeting about crypto, let's say, um, and who are tagged as, we also give tagging. So using your R creator LLM models, right now we use OpenAI. No, we use Gemini, and we tag everyone according to their Twitter data. So this way, like, uh, you just apply and you see like, okay, who are the people who popped up? Fine. Less than 3 months, new accounts, you can now see like, okay, these are the new KOLs in making, with new accounts, with new engagement, with average views higher, lesser, and you also have their tag, like, and we would also offer you like a list of projects which are not yet launched. For example, you want to do partnerships. We would give you a list of projects which are really doing partnerships every day. That's the amount of data we are going to give you in our research panel. And that's where the value is, and that's where you won't be spending, let's say, Ethereum 2, 3, 5 to hire 20 people, ambassadors, and run after, projects. We would give you very filtered accounts which you should target. So data is one of the best, like, and looking at data and finding actionable insights is one of the best things I love about my job. And this industry needs this to operate efficiently. We as crypto project owners, investors, retailers, KOLs, everyone needs this data. Let's say you as an KOL are being onboarded to a project and you see there are 20 scammers already there. I would stay away from it. Why? Because whatever I do, the other 20 people would dump on me. So in order to save your reputation as a KOL, you need this data. As a project, who to onboard, you need this data. As an investor, you need this data. Everyone needs this data.
You mean to
And
tell me I'm not supposed to pick stuff I want to invest in by letting my child smack the keys on my keyboard till a symbol comes up? They used the cat for that back in the .com bubble, right? Wasn't it a cat or a monkey or something? And he outperformed most managers at the time. But yeah, certainly not anymore when there's 30,000 meme coins launched a day, right?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's
Yeah.
This is the state of again. This is part of this madness also, which would take it mainstream. Like
Yeah.
some
And
humor. Yeah, please go on, Ryan. Please, please, please.
yeah, just want to share like with this kind of information, like on an aspect of me being someone being like income sharks. You see income sharks like perform this way. Like this is also a good reference for you. Like, okay, I will look into his profile and what he's been doing right. So yeah, makes you. It can also help you be a better be a better person in this space because you'll see how the good people are performing. You see how what they're doing, how they're doing it. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I
Yeah.
I don't want to reveal the UI of, so the way you see this page. There's so much news, DYOR, tree map. You click here, you would see all the tweets here and all. It's not beautiful, so I hid it. But
Mm,
the thing is, when you would go to like Income Sharks page, the KPIs and the UI which I have, it's going to blow everyone's mind.
mm,
Trust me. I mean, it's bullish. And it would help you, Robinson. It would help everyone who is running a project. And
Yeah.
that's the power of, let's say, this product in front of us.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It brings me to a couple of points, and I'll try to make it quick. As with all of us in here, it's a bit longer of an AMA, and I do appreciate everybody, all of your time. Really do. All the projects here, as well as everybody tuning in. And if you are catching this near the end here, the recording will be up on X shortly after it ends, almost instantly, actually. And then for all of our projects here, Jay, you, Goldie, we should be able to download that recording and get it to you if you guys wanted to take any snippets of your portions out.
We need that.
And use that. We will get that over to you as well. And by we, I mean Ravo. So enjoy that extra work. But
appreciate you.
Yeah. That actually brought up something. I just wanted to answer one of the questions I had for ARC. It came off Telegram, and Silver, one of our mods, was able to get it for me. And somebody was asking if companies can train ARC's AI to their individual needs, and privately, of course. And yes, that's one of the things we have planned, and that's also part of the reason we're developing and building out KeyGuard, is the ability for projects to use these things for their unique situation without having to share all their data with the LLM. So yeah, that answers that. But okay, so everybody had kind of talked about it, and it kind of brought this up, right? We're talking about how we're as ARC. When I say we, as ARC, are integrating these other projects. We've been talking about that, using Messier, using the Athena bot, using X Alpha on our social media side, right? And then us helping integrate APIs to provide any kind of AI solutions that each of these projects need, and any protocol solutions. It brings it together. It's not just ARC and these projects. We're all, ideal situation is we're all working to help everyone out. It's impossible for one project. Somebody made the comment just a bit ago on how much time and money it takes to build just one of these projects. It's impossible for anybody to do everything, and if you try, pardon my idioms if they don't make sense, too many cooks burns the food, right? You can't have, or you're dispersed too thinly. You're a jack of all trades, a master of none, right? You can't spread yourself too thin, or you end up losing what your customers and users come to expect, and that's quality, right? So by bringing all of these projects together, it's things that we see we can all benefit each other, right? It's not just what these projects can bring to ARC or what we can offer them, it's what we can all offer each other. Because if we can bring each other up, a rising tide lifts all boats.
Oh man, I was going to say that.
I got you first.
Like, oh, I'm going to do it.
My idiom. We're working together, right? We're all helping each other, and not
Teamwork
just everybody on this call. He got me on another one, but right, I imagine all of us we're getting on Messier, we're using the P2P, we're all using Athena's bot, at least I know we use it all the time. Using X Alpha when we're social media posts, or looking up research and checking on KOLs or anything like this on where we want to invest marketing money, right? There all of these things, and by bringing all these projects together, we can every project can bring a synergy to the table. And by doing this, the whole onboarding, which we were talking about earlier, with all these newcomers to crypto, and whatever avenue may bring them. Right, say they're coming to crypto and they're coming from X Alpha because they saw something about it and they were trying to do some research, and then they came across on Google. But because of that, that's only one piece of the pie. They come in, they can then see all the other projects that we're all aligned together, and we're adding a little piece of the pie to make the whole crypto picture easy and easily digestible and understandable and user friendly.
Yeah, like this kind of
Sure.
cooperation just going to ensure that we all put mutual effort so that the newcomers, the new users coming, let's say, from Web 2 into Web 3 are not lost in the sauce. Like in all of
Lost
this.
in the sauce. I'm
Lost,
going to use
lost
that
in
one
this.
now.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's the new one. Jay, that's the new one. Lost in the sauce.
I love it.
Take notes, guys. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's like the analogy for all of that information. Some of it can be useful, but most of the times, it can be crap, being honest. And that way we can ensure that we filter out kind of all the crap together by putting together these efforts and help the users, the new ones, navigate the space better.
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah, he brings up some very, very good points. So you don't want to get lost in the sauce.
Mhm.
I also want to bring up, similar to last time, for those who are part of community.arc.ai, we'll be having another task on event launch early next week. So keep an eye out for that. The last one we did for the AI Alliance #1 was a massive success. We had tens of thousands of unique users across all 4 projects that participated in that one. So stay tuned for the next one. I'll get that going. If you're in our Discord, Telegram, or on our X, you'll find out that way. Or you can just community.arc.ai, follow our community page there, and you'll get news there. Sorry, I got distracted earlier. Appreciate you taking over there, Mappe. My tiny one woke up from a nap apparently, and was letting me know he's hungry. So, with that, Jay, did you have any final thoughts or anything come to mind?
No, I mean, I really like what's going on here. I mean, I had seen the stuff that we were doing over at XA Alpha or X Alpha AI, and we're familiar with you guys. But it's a really good opportunity to branch out and do connections. And I think we'll definitely get the team to reach out to the guys over at Athena, because I really like what's going on over there, and definitely looking forward to having a deeper conversation with you guys.
Yeah, we're super excited for this entire initiative. We've seen remarkable results so far, and it's only growing exponentially. And everybody involved, we get just like this interaction right now. You're now introduced to Athena, that we've been working with and have had a huge success with, in helping moderate our Telegram and keep spam down and everything. And so, if we can all bring the best of our tools together and help each other out, it just makes our lives so much easier and just better for our end users, which is really what it's all about.
Yeah. I really want to just say, like, it is very refreshing to be on like a call and on these AMAs with like actual utility projects. I know that there's a lot of the meme coin nonsense and vaporware, pardon my French, like, but bullshit like going on around here. So it's really refreshing to see, not only are we working on stuff, but it's seeing ARC doing what they're doing, seeing Athena doing what they're doing, the in-depth insanity that is the work that's gone into X Alpha AI's project. It's just really refreshing. And the fact that we can all, as a group, offer each other like different utilities so we can all integrate all of the different things together is what's going to make this work. Like what's going to make everything successful.
Yeah, no one project alone can handle the entire lift required for an entire Web3 crypto experience. It's just too much. So by bringing this together, everybody brings their specialties and what they've been developing and been working on for years. In some cases, it just makes it smoother for everybody. And yeah, it's made my job easier already, just using some of these platforms that we've been discussing. Which is really what it's about. And then, Echo, did you have any parting words? Anything come up?
Yeah, no, just want to say thank you again to ARC. Thank you again to X Alpha as well as Messier 87 for hopping on with us. Loved hearing more about these other projects and looking forward to connecting in the future as well.
Awesome. Hey, we appreciate you coming out. And Goldie, you got any parting?
I would say thank you very much. I know four of you very well, but I would definitely get in touch with our friends from Athena, and we would love to try this spam or impersonation detector bot and add it in our group and benefit from it. So let's look at it and if we can work together. So thanks for sharing all this knowledge and giving us your time, and thanks to all the people who logged in and are entertaining, getting entertained, or at least having the patience to listen to us. Thank you.
Yeah, there are 1,000 plus already, so must be really getting value from this. Yet I just like to share a thought, like connecting with the sauce. So with all of the combined focuses of these projects, we're making the sauce richer, not bland.
That was a good one, Robinson. Making
Oh,
a
he's been waiting to bring that to tie
Let him
that.
cook. Let him
reference
cook,
in.
guys.
Oh man, Matt Vey, I don't know what to tell you, but our internal Slack and everything is just going to be riddled with sauce memes now.
Yeah.
There's no
Fire the sauce.
there's no chef kiss emoji.
Yeah.
We used to be building. Now we're cooking.
He's the little one's telling me it's about that. Yeah, now we're cooking with sauce. All right. Well, I just wanted to say thank you again to everybody who joined. I know we've got some internal chats. We can delve deeper into how we can all, you guys can all get together and everything. We'll set that up. Get everybody talking some more, work on integrations further. Matt Bay, appreciate you. Robbo, appreciate you. Jay, you, Goldie, thank you again for stopping by.
Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody viewing it, listening in, whatever platform you're on. There's a lot of projects involved here. You're going to see a lot of posts coming from Robbo. We'll clip this down, get some real good snippets for everybody. Robbo, we will work to get the recording to all of our partners here, so you guys can capture any snippets from your portions if you guys would like to use that anywhere. You're more than welcome to. And then the event will be going on early next week. If you guys have any more questions, or if you're watching the recording of this and you have some more questions about any of the projects, please follow official links. If I could ask each one of your projects to just go ahead and comment under our broadcast once it's done, just so people, if they aren't already following you on X or anything, they can get the official account there. And then Robbo will give a little thumbs up or something under there so we know it's the correct one. You can, under our account, you can follow our link tree if you're not in our Discord or Telegram. Feel free to join if you have any questions that came up after listening to this on the recording. Please ask on any platform. We're always willing to help. We got Jameson and Silver modding in those channels as well. They're more than happy to answer your questions. Make sure you ping them a couple million times. From everybody at ARC, we appreciate every single one of you guys, and we're looking forward to finishing this year strong and then bringing out a bunch of updates to start next year strong and continue to push forward and expand this crypto space for everybody. All right, thanks again, everybody, and we'll catch you in the new year.
Absolutely.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much,
Have a
everybody.
safe and happy holiday season.
Yeah. Bye.
Appreciate your time, guys. Thank you for joining.